from the plant, the one that I met with these guys, RW Equipment Company. I met with them.
Who now?
RW Equipment Company.
RW. Oh, you talking about Runners Warren or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, right there. Well, we got this truck right there in Forest Park.
Yeah. I went over there. I met them.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't mess up the grade, the weight of the truck?
Well, nah, this right here, we got 99.98% compaction over here. So this ground ain't doing nothing.
So that's the water.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is that?
So this right here is the chemicals. This right here is the calcium. That's calcium. That one in the middle is water reducer, and that one in the little one is air. And that's how all those mix come out into that auger. You see the rock, the sand going, hit a conveyor belt. It hit the auger, and all the chemicals dump right there before the auger, and it mixes up before it comes out to the chute.
Just like regular concrete.
Just like regular
concrete truck.
Just like regular concrete.
And y'all control the mix design too.
I can change it at any time. We can pour out black concrete. We pour out black concrete in the road. Like when they want to do a road patch and they don't want to come back and mill it or asphalt it, we'll pour black concrete. Just like
no. You mean some of the stuff I see is concrete?
Yeah.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
Do you mind walking over there and filming this?
No.
What's happening on the other side of the truck?
On the other side, it's really nothing on the other side other than the vibrators that vibrate. So what these things, each bin got a vibrator on it, and it ain't nothing but the controls for the vibrator over there and the hydraulic fluid that controls the back of the truck. So it's a PTO that controls this truck, that controls the truck, and everything that really goes from that PTO to work everything in the back is on that side.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So all the concrete stuff on one side, and then on the other side is all of the
operational stuff to make everything function.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Where's the sand at?
So you see the rock over here. If you go on the other side, it's a sand bin. So it's a divider in that bin right there. It's a divider in it.
So there's two dividers, one for rock, one for sand, and then the Portland.
The Portland is in this glass thing right here.
Oh, where it says cement.
Yeah. So you see that tube right there? You can do a continuous pour, and I can get a silo tanker and just keep feeding the rock, keep feeding the truck. So if they got like a 20,000 or a 30,000 slab, they can just keep pouring. All I got to do.
Just keep pushing the Portland.
Yeah. So you'll feed the Portland into there, and then you'll just get a loader and just keep filling up rock and sand. Rock and sand,
So
and you
that's
can pour the whole thing.
y'all poured 30,000?
Nah, well, we ain't really poured. Well, we have one coming up. We got a slab. We're not gonna pour the slab. We just gonna furnish the concrete.
And then you'll bring all your equipment out to make sure it happens.
Yeah.
So no cold joints.
No cold joints.
Oh, yes.
No cold joints. You're not waiting on concrete. The biggest thing is that you waiting on concrete. You might eat up. I think we ate up. When I calculated up 1 week, I think we ate up a whole day of waiting on concrete and everybody. I'm talking about on 2 different crews. Each crew had a day. If we would have got concrete when they wanted to, we would have been on the job an extra day. I mean, we'd have been off that job an extra day.
So you're saving money on labor.
Oh, I'm
You don't have any extra.
I know what
labor.
everything is.
So you can figure the labor, material, everything with no waste
With no waste.
and no lost time for concrete.
No lost time. If you can beat lost time, see, you able to schedule it. See, what I do is I find out who needs the most concrete, and I schedule around that. So if I got 2 trucks now, but when I only had 1 truck, I was able to bounce up from this job. Okay, he only got 5 yards on this job. You can go to this job, and just bounce back and forth like that. You see what I'm saying? So you're able to capitalize on everything.
What is this, a 3,000, 3,500 mix?
This a 4,000 with fiber. We can put fiber in there. You can do anything. Anything. This truck can do everything that you possibly wanted to do.
So this is gonna set real quick.
We poured that first. You see that wet concrete. We poured that at 10 o'clock.
And you can stand on it.
Yeah, we go over there and stand on it. We did a emergency job right there in front of Luca, a nightclub. We had to take it out. They closed down at 2 o'clock. By 12 o'clock, the concrete was hard, and we had to pole. I think we poled 15 yards out there, or 18 yards out there. I know it was 2 trucks, and they was able to walk on it by 3 o'clock that afternoon.
So this way, right now, he's about to set up the form to be able to rod off of that.
Yeah. Yeah. We just had to get out of that little
corner.
Yes, ma'am.
And normally that take a long time to reset the truck. Waste time for the pull back.
And then you see the boom articulates. So he can boom. This truck ain't got to move all the time. You see how you articulating the chute move, but also the boom itself move too.
Who's moving the boom?
Jason. He got that blue remote in his hand right here. Yeah.
So he's moving the boom, and the only thing your guys are doing
is moving the chute. Yes, ma'am.
So even this guy has a technical job to do. So this is a part of concrete technology again. Okay.
That one, see, it's a guy in the truck. That guy right there is teaching him how to run a truck for our second concrete truck. So he's teaching him how to run the truck. But usually, him right there, he'll do everything. He'll be inside the truck, pouring and going, just like a regular concrete truck. Just like a regular concrete truck.
It's getting a little tight. Can you add water if you want to?
Yeah.
But you don't want to.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it gets hard and y'all out of it.
And we out of there. And we're out of there.
So from outside of this being technology, it's still just a regular concrete pour from there on. But you still have to know the concept of what you're doing.
Yeah.
So does the gentleman that's training, does he have a concrete background?
Yeah, he worked with us for probably 3 or 4 years before he went and got his CDL.
Okay, so you have to have a CDL for this?
Yes, you got to have a Class B. That's not a stick, it's an automatic truck.
Okay, but that's another job, so somebody don't necessarily have to work in the concrete.
No.
Concrete itself, they can be drivers, and they can be bachelors, or they can do both, depending on how big the course. So not only have you guys created 3 jobs,
It goes.
who are not even involved in big dirt.
It goes deeper than that, because when you get this type of truck, you have to get your own rock, you gotta get your own sand, you gotta get your own Portland. So we got a Portland tank. We spent, I'm gonna say, a month just setting up for the truck.
And you have to have your own engineer on site?
Nah, you ain't gotta have an engineer on site, because we get brakes, we got cylinders, so we check our concrete every month to see if our concrete is staying up to the strip that it's supposed to stay up to.
Okay, and you have an ACI certified person?
Yes, ma'am. We go through, it's gonna come to me in a minute. It's gonna come to me.
RMC, the Ready Mix Association?
It's a testing company.
Right, but they're part of the Ready Mix Association.
Okay, I don't have any line.
They break the silk, they're the ones who test your silver.
Okay, nah, I don't know who that is. I just know the person that come and test the ground. Whoever come and test our ground, I don't know why we would call it Darko, but it's not Darko.
Yeah, but do anybody come and test the concrete if you're on the job that they require to have the concrete test?
Yes, ma'am.
So you guys do conform to the standards?
Yes, ma'am.
Having the concrete tested like any other concrete truck?
Yes, ma'am.
I got you.
Yes, ma'am. So
you're just not out here willy-nilly?
No. And with the city of Atlanta, they don't, you know, we gotta get breaks anywhere in the road. You know, we don't want no problem in the road. You start pouring out in the road, a car going to ditch, and then y'all come back and test the country, and they got a 3,000 or a 2,500 PSI, and it's supposed to be up to a 4,000. Then they looking at us, and we ain't. That ain't our background. We do everything the right way the first time.
Somebody comes out and get facilities.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're doing everything correct based on industry standards all the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing's changed because these men, brown and black, know what they're doing.
Yes.
That's all I need.
Right. That's all we gotta do is supply them with what they need, and they go for what they know.
And you guys do your own training on site.
Yes.
Because you're not born into concrete, you have to be trained.
Okay, so those two guys right there, you see they on the floats already. When we first met them, they wasn't good. Him right there that's holding that chute, that's my lead man right there now. So I just had to, it's really with the city, just teaching people the city standards. You know what I mean? When the city inspectors come out there, they want to see a specific type of way. And we've been doing it for so long, so it then came to our way. That's the vibrator that I was telling you about. Oh. So what it does is, as the conveyor belt goes, it shakes the rock down, so it vibrates the rock and the sand down to the conveyor belt.
Oh. I became a girl now. Girl now. I look like I was about to run. Oh my God, I can't believe that I'm embarrassed. Oh man. And y'all gonna finish this job today.
Well, we're gonna finish. I'm gonna finish all the way up. I'm gonna pull 4 trucks out here. I'm gonna find out where the next control joint is. Once I find out where the next control drain is, then we'll stop it right there. I gotta be out of here by Friday, but I told him I need Friday because my truck only pulled 9 yards.
Oh, this carries 9?
It can carry 10, but if you carry 10, you're putting an extra little hump on the top of it.
And you don't want that extra because that's your profit coming off the top now. You don't want no extra. every rock is a piece of rock. I got it.
Yes, ma'am. So he able to move the boom up, down, left, right. He able to do everything.
I know they have that thing on the side. Those numbers, they showed me about that. The diagram.
The diagram at the back of it?
Yeah. So that tells people where the levels are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It tells where everything is, so if anything were to mess up, they have a support system to where they go off of that right there.
Is he empty now?
No, he's bagging up to get right here.
And he knows how to bag up. Nobody's directing him.
Yeah, he been driving it.
Oh, he's a real concrete driver.
Yeah, he a real driver. Yeah.
So I'm out here with the guys that are pouring. This is volumetric concrete pouring. This truck is actually batching and mixing as we go along. And it's a 4,000 PSI, and they are responsible for their mix designs, and they submit all of their mix designs to the authorities. And so in Atlanta, it gets hot. So they got to get this concrete down fast.